We're really trying to improve the service and experience of poker across the world for everyone, whether you're recreational, professional. Welcome to Poker Life. Next question, Crispin. We've got some comments from our Poker Room review videos asking why we don't review the plays and the type of games happening at these rooms. Why is that?
Yeah, one common question that comes up is for our Poker Room review videos, why don't we talk about the player pool? Are the games soft? Are the games fun? Are there any big leaks that the player pools have? And for what are hopefully obvious reasons to some of you, we don't do that. But for those that haven't thought about it, there are several reasons. First, it's incredibly subjective. I'm not there for months on end getting a huge sample size. I'm only at a few tables on a few different days. It really depends on who's there at the time of week, and it's quite likely that the games at a particular location will vary dramatically based on stake levels and who shows up. Mm-hmm. So even if I was to give an opinion on that, it's likely to be wrong. Related to that is it depends on how I'm playing and how I'm feeling at the time. Am I running hot? Am I going through downswing? That may well impact my views on the player pool, whether the games are good. Is it that there's a lot of action, but that may be that they're just very good at playing a loose style. It's not really for me to say whether a player pool is good or bad or indifferent. Of course, it's also somewhat rude if you go to a location and say all the players here are bad. That's never the case. There's always going to be good players and recreational players, professionals and enthusiasts. It's not a good idea in general to generalize, particularly when it comes to poker. And then there is a practical consideration. Of course, if I was to come out and say, oh, the games here are great, everyone should get there as soon as possible, well, then you'll have professionals showing up and the games will no longer be good. It's a self-defeating bit of advice. And this sort of happened in Macau. There was poker introduced to that enclave, and then professionals started talking about how amazing the games were, so people came from all over the world, and it dried up immediately. The same thing would happen with Poker Room Review, and it's not our role to distort the market, it's to showcase what's on offer and encourage various providers to improve their products and services to cater to the player pool and attract more people. It's not about advising professional poker players where they should go and play poker. That's really for professionals to decide for themselves what suits them.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's really difficult because it is so subjective to even put a star system on that. For yourself, it would be give this 5 stars based on the room size and the types of players in this season. Like, that's incredibly unhelpful for most people. And then, like you said, like Poker Room Review is for everybody. We're really trying to improve the service and experience of poker across the world for everyone, whether you're recreational, professional, wanting to do some poker whilst traveling. So again, I agree. Like, we don't want to single rooms out or call things out unnecessarily. We want this to be healthy for the ecosystem.
Great point.
Shameless plug. If you haven't already, please subscribe if you're enjoying the Poker Room Review videos.
Most of you who watch the reviews and watch Poker Life aren't actually subscribed. And it may seem like it's not a big deal because it can just keep showing up in your feed and you click it based on the YouTube recommendations. It really does help the algorithm a ton to get that active feedback from the audience to say, actually, we want more of this content, because then it will share it with other like-minded people. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. It helps us grow a ton, allows us to produce more content. Try as I might, I can't get you interested in sitting down at a live poker table. What are the main reasons why?
Poker rooms are incredibly chaotic. There's people everywhere. The list is generally long. I have no idea what to actually do.
Well, what if I was to tell you that there is a new app, the Let's Poker app, that allows poker room managers to organize their lists remotely and allows players to engage with tournaments and cash games all on their phone. They can add themselves to lists, and tournament directors can manage blind levels, buy-ins, add-ons, all through a touch of a button.
That's amazing. So why don't people use this app?
Well, it's a new innovation. It comes out of Romania, and there are a bunch of rooms out there using it right now. If you run a live poker room but want it to be a much better experience and run far more efficiently and easily, check out the link in the description. Use the code REVIEW to say you came from us. You'll get a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee, and it helps the channel out a ton.
Let's Poker app. Check it out now.